Hi, I'm Oliver Pinder, and I am the owner of Wild Rise Bakery. We are a gluten-free bakery based in Homewood, and we do entirely gluten-free baking, breads, pastries, and other baked goods. And I bake with Emily.
I'm Emily Borden. I've been a baker in the Pittsburgh area for about 15 years, and I joined Wild Rise Bakery last year.
We worked together at Legume and Pie for Breakfast in Oakland, and that's how we met. Prior to that, I went to culinary school and got into the field out of undergrad, mostly because I always had a passion for cooking. As it came to gluten-free baking, once I learned that I was gluten intolerant, the market just really didn't support me eating well and healthfully. So I started baking for myself and seeing a need and a niche to be filled, I started doing it for others. And here we are. Oasis was a given. I actually reached out to Oasis in March or April of last year, shortly after the pandemic kicked off, started to wreak havoc on our lives, because I had learned about Oasis when I went to Chatham, and it's sort of like everything came full circle because Chatham and Craft at Chatham's Food Studies program and Craft in the Food Studies program worked with Oasis to set up this kitchen. And that's how I learned about this commercial kitchen. So when I started looking for a place to bake, this was one of the first places I reached out to. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, things were sort of like on pause, and whoever I spoke to was like, if you give us your contact information, we'll let you know when things are up and running. And I hadn't been thinking about it. Most of the year had passed and I had been working out of another space. And someone called me up and they were like, hey, we're just following up on your call. We're ready to launch. We're doing an open house. Come see the space. And everything was just like kismet because we're practically cousins at this point. The same folks who helped me sort of like get up and running with Wild Rise are the same folks who helped Oasis Kitchen become established as a commercial kitchen space. So it was just like all in the cards.
The cleanliness is a huge factor for me. People are super friendly. We've gotten to know so many people in the short time we've been here. But the initial tour when we walked through, I saw brand names and equipment makers that I recognized as quality, just stuff that I knew that we could use and really get comfortable with. We'd been working out of somebody else's kitchen space prior, and it just felt shiny and clean and ready to be used.
Not to mention that Hobart made us both start the Hobart mixer. We both teared up because when you've been mixing everything by hand for months, yeah. I mean, the muscles are great, but what do I want people to know about Wild Rise Bakery? That, yes, we're gluten-free, but I want folks to dispel all of the conceptions they have about gluten-free products, because our goal is to rise above the status quo. So our products are tasty, our products are healthful. There's nothing, part of the reason why we started this business is just because we both have a desire to continue putting healthful and sustainable foods forward. And at the beginning, all I did when I baked was try to find ways to incorporate more healthful ingredients in my products. So flaxseed, using different kind of healthful flours like sorghum and oat flour or buckwheat. The goal isn't just to have a product that mimics gluten-full bread. It's to have a product that if you have these dietary restrictions, and even if you don't, but you just want to eat well, that you could come to us and do so.
I find a lot of value in the idea that it is gluten-free by people who enjoy eating, and it's not just some market research that says, oh, people like this certain type of thing. We eat what we make, we enjoy what we make. It's delicious, and yeah. You can order direct from us at wildrisebakery.com or find us around the city.
And we're also on Instagram. But if you are looking to just, leave your house and pick up Wild Rise bread or pastry, some of our brownies, you can find us at the East End Food Co-op in Point Breeze. You can also find us at Today's Organic Market in Oakmont, We are also at a couple restaurants and cafes around Pittsburgh. So Pear and the Pickle, Cafe d'Amour, other places often carry our products, so you can also find out via our website. And yeah, just place an order. Check us out on Instagram if you want to see some beautiful photos of our products, and reach out to us if you have any questions.